Everything in this trailer feels different right from the first second. The tone is heavier, slower, almost like something terrible has already happened before we even start watching. This is not just another episode build-up. It feels like a breaking point, the kind of moment where characters stop pretending, secrets stop hiding, and consequences finally arrive. The opening visuals in the trailer are not loud or action-packed, but that's exactly what makes them powerful. The silence, the pauses, the expressions on the characters' faces, these are all telling us that something serious is about to unfold. What stands out immediately is how the trailer avoids giving clear answers. Instead of showing us what will happen, it shows us reactions, shocked faces, tense conversations, quick cuts of chaos. This is a classic move, but here it feels more intentional. It's like the creators want us to focus on emotions rather than events. Because whatever is coming in episode 13 is not just about action, it's about impact. Emotional impact. The kind that changes characters forever. Another important detail is how the trailer connects back to episode 12 without directly showing it. You can feel the continuation of tension, the unfinished business. The problems that were left hanging are now coming back stronger. It's like the story has been slowly building pressure, and now it's finally ready to explode. Every scene in the trailer feels like it's pushing toward one major moment, something that could change the direction of the entire season. There is also a strong sense of isolation in these scenes. Characters who were once together now seem separated, either physically or emotionally. You can see distance in their body language, hesitation in their actions. This suggests that trust is breaking. And when trust breaks in a story like this, it usually leads to betrayal, loss, or a shocking reveal. The trailer is not saying it directly, but it's clearly hinting at it. The pacing of the trailer is another key detail. It starts slow, almost calm, then slowly builds tension with faster cuts and sharper transitions. This is not random. This pacing mirrors what we can expect from the episode itself. A slow beginning that sets the mood, followed by a rapid rise in tension, leading to a powerful climax. And based on how intense this trailer feels, that climax might be one of the biggest moments of the season. Even the background details matter here. The lighting is darker, the settings feel more closed and tight, almost suffocating. This creates a sense of pressure, like the characters are trapped in a situation they cannot escape. And when characters feel trapped, they make desperate choices. That's where the story becomes unpredictable. What makes this trailer truly interesting is not what it shows, but what it hides. Important moments are cut short, conversations are incomplete, key actions are shown from angles that don't reveal the full picture. This means we are only seeing part of the truth. And if the trailer is hiding this much, imagine how much the actual episode is keeping from us. All of this points to one thing: episode 13 is not just another step in the story. It's a turning point. A moment where everything changes, where the story shifts into something darker, more serious, and more emotional than before. And if this trailer is anything to go by, we are not ready for what's coming next. By the middle part of the trailer, the energy shifts in a way that feels impossible to ignore. What started as slow and heavy suddenly becomes tense and unpredictable. The scenes begin to move faster, the cuts become sharper, and the emotions feel more intense. This is where the trailer stops setting the mood and starts raising serious questions. You can feel that something is about to go very wrong, but the trailer still refuses to show exactly what that is. One of the most noticeable things in this part is how characters are shown reacting rather than acting. We see worried expressions, sudden turns, and moments where someone looks like they've just heard something shocking. These reactions are placed carefully to make us think something big has already happened off screen. It creates a feeling that we are always one step behind the truth. And that is what builds tension so effectively here. There is also a clear change in how characters interact with each other. Earlier, even during conflict, there was still some sense of control. But now, everything feels unstable. Conversations look shorter, more serious, and filled with hidden meaning. It's like everyone knows more than they are saying. This kind of silence often means secrets are about to come out, or worse, someone is about to be exposed. Another detail that stands out is how certain characters are shown alone in key moments. Instead of group scenes or teamwork, we see isolation. A character standing still while everything around them feels chaotic. Another walking away instead of confronting someone. These choices are not random. They suggest internal conflict, doubt, and possibly fear. When a character starts pulling away like this, it usually means they are either hiding something or preparing for something difficult. The trailer also uses quick flashes of action, but never long enough for us to fully understand them. A sudden movement, a door opening, someone rushing towards something, but before we can process it, the scene cuts away. This technique keeps the viewer guessing. It creates multiple possibilities in our mind, making us question what we just saw. Was it danger? Was it a rescue? Or was it something much worse? Sound and rhythm play a huge role in this section as well. Even without clear dialogue, the pacing tells us everything. The cuts start matching a faster beat, almost like a heartbeat speeding up. This creates urgency. It makes it feel like time is running out for the characters. And when time becomes a factor, mistakes happen. Decisions are rushed, and consequences become more severe. There are also moments where it feels like two different situations are happening at the same time. The trailer cuts between scenes that don't seem directly connected, yet they share the same emotional weight. This suggests that multiple storylines are about to collide. And when separate paths finally cross, that's usually when the biggest twists happen. It builds the idea that episode 13 will not just focus on one problem, but several problems reaching their peak at once. Another subtle but important detail is how the trailer avoids showing clear outcomes. We see the build up to events, but never the result. A character looks scared, but we don't see why. Someone reaches out, but we don't see what happens next. This constant interruption creates suspense. It keeps the audience in a state of uncertainty, forcing them to fill in the gaps with their own theories. The emotional weight in this part of the trailer also feels much stronger. You can sense fear, pressure, and even regret in the way characters are presented. This is not just about external conflict anymore. It feels personal, like the choices made in earlier episodes are now coming back to create serious consequences. That kind of emotional payoff is what makes an episode unforgettable. As this section continues, everything starts to feel like it's moving toward a breaking point. The tension doesn't drop even for a second. Instead, it keeps building, layer by layer. And the more it builds, the clearer it becomes that whatever happens next will not be small. It will be something that changes relationships, shifts the story, and possibly leaves a lasting impact on every character involved. As the trailer moves into its final stretch, everything starts to feel sharper, heavier, and far more serious. This is where the real weight of what's coming begins to show. The scenes are no longer just building tension, they are hinting at consequences. You can feel that the story is about to cross a line, and once it does, there will be no going back for the characters in the pit. One of the strongest elements in this part is how the trailer focuses on brief but powerful character moments. Instead of wide scenes or large setups, we get close, intense glimpses of individuals at their most vulnerable points. A pause before someone speaks. A look that feels full of fear or realization. These small moments carry a lot of meaning because they suggest that something deeply personal is about to happen. It's no longer just about the bigger situation, it's about how each character is about to be affected by it. There is also a noticeable shift in how the trailer uses timing. The cuts become faster, but at the same time, certain shots are held just a little longer than expected. This contrast creates discomfort. It pulls the viewer in, then suddenly pushes them forward before they can fully understand what they just saw. This technique makes everything feel unstable, like the situation could explode at any second. Another important detail here is the sense of finality. Some scenes feel like they are leading to endings rather than new beginnings. A character walking away slowly, a moment where someone seems to accept something difficult, or a look that feels like a silent goodbye. These hints suggest that episode 13 may not just move the story forward, it might close certain arcs completely. And if that's true, then the emotional impact could be much stronger than expected. The trailer also starts to blend different storylines more tightly. Scenes that once felt separate now appear connected through emotion and pacing. A moment of panic in one scene cuts directly into tension in another, creating the feeling that everything is happening at once. This kind of structure usually leads